Bad news, I missed testing. Testing was meant to be yesterday, but my job came at me like a ton of bricks recently. Not had time to get up here and do anything, so the car still looks exactly like it did 1 week ago. We've not made any progress up here. I've not even been here, not even looked at it. So I've changed my plans. We're gonna try and go testing the first week of April, which does not leave us any time before the first weekend of April, which is when the first race is. Let's get the car finished. Coffee first, obviously. That was hard with all that tow. Right, put wheels on the car, get a bit of an idea of how the finished product is going to look. We've got a lot more negative camber than what we used to have. Maybe too much, but we'll figure that out when we get the car for an alignment. Today, I'm going to try and get this lot tidied up, get a dashboard back in for a final time and get it all tidy in there. I've just got the shifter cables all bolted up, so now we've got gears. I need to clip that in, that shouldn't fall out of there. Don't have gears yet, bear with me. Now that that is on, I've got gears. Very nice. I'm gonna have a go now at putting in the dashboard. Let's see if this is as easy as I'm hoping it's gonna be. Probably not good. I've got the dashboard bolted in here, but it's very floppy. Not a problem I usually have. Alright, let's see if we can make it a little bit better. Right, I've got the clocks back in. It's not really any better, so it's time for big cable ties. I reckon I'm just going to wang one in each corner and hope for the best. Tactical big cable tie has absolutely sorted her out. Solid as a rock. I don't even think it's going to rattle. One bit, maybe a little bit, maybe just small amount. Some more cable ties might be required in due course, but that has gone good. With the dashboard in, time to put the seat in. Now you might have noticed when I was battling with that seat, I was having some issues with the bolts that sit in the side of the runners here, so I've purchased some fresh ones. We'll put those in before we put the seat in. We have got one other job to do, and I need to drill some more holes in the car, which is always nice. But because we're planning to go fast, we've got to have posh safety belts, harnesses, so I've got to drill some holes under here, obviously not in the garage floor, in the car floor. So I'm going to sit it in the car, mark up where I need to drill, and then drill some big fat holes. Seat is in. It looks a lot closer to the steering wheel than I imagined. I'm going to actually sit in it and make sure I've not made bad mistake. Alright, that went well. They are attached. That should work. This was one of those jobs that I thought would be like 15 minutes, but actually has taken me probably an hour or so. But I've now got the seat in a comfortable position. I've got the harnesses in and adjusted nice and comfy. So in theory, I can jump in, strap in and drive. This was a ball ache, man. I'm not sure these are right still. I won't know until I've got my gear on, but that's it. The cockpit is pretty much complete. I just need to find a home for this stuff down here. Remove that before flight. And also plumb the fire extinguisher in, so that'll be a job to do over the weekend, I think. Dan's got himself sponsored by an electrical company. And we're gonna have a go at fitting some aero catchers in the bonnet.
I was right the first time, but I second guessed myself.
24. So Dan's come through to drop some bits off, but also spotted that he can get involved with some DIY and use my car as a practice car, so that when he does his, he doesn't have any unfortunate mishaps.
Indeed.
So we're going to have a go at doing this and document it all. So that's what he says I have to do on the internet.
This episode yet?
Have a what?
What's this episode been about so far?
That.
Have you done your poem yet?
I've not done my creators poem, just from fitting this seat here.
Right.
Which was meant to be 5 minutes of content.
No, was it?
Well, it was 2 hours of my life. It's still going to be 5 minutes of content. Standard, isn't it?
We could have had another 5 minutes if you'd have tried to do this with an adjustable span.
Yeah, true.
This is carbon fibre, by the way.
These look the same. Hang on. So is that the smallest one?
No.
Surely we're better off doing one that size and joining up with angle grinder, yeah?
I'd do that, mate.
I don't think that one in the middle is required.
What?
Because I think you just do one hole there.
Yeah.
Maybe a tad smaller than that if there is one. And then one hole there, and then you just cut a straight line down the side. And it will become one large hole. What about marking the centre?
Just measure.
Can wing it, I reckon.
What have you done with bonnet?
Just propped a bit of wood under it.
Yeah.
Well, I did good on position, look at that.
Just go slow now. Keep going, just go slow. Not too much pressure. Good job.
Yeah.
Second skin.
Carbon like. It's probably a lot easier than drilling steel, right?
Good for the line. I just leave that and take the next bit out with a
Small drill.
with the angle grinder. When I get to do the other bit.
You're doing the small one?
Yeah.
Just eyeballing it, yeah?
No, I measured the centre. We're gonna file it, may as well give some fucking leeway.
Yeah. Fuck all pressure required, by the way.
Give it more pressure.
The drill bit doesn't want to cut. It's not spinning, that's why. Your drill bit's not spinning.
That's not worked, has it?
shape. That's the side we've fettled. This is the side we are yet to fettle. Good noises.
Nice shape.
Great success. In one.
That's all less fucking about, wasn't it?
Yeah. Got this one all trimmed out as well now. The Dremel makes it look like I've done a real nice job of it, but actually it's pretty hacked up. The dust coming off this that we're definitely breathing in. And the dust explains his haircut.
What's happening?
One done. Right, wow, 54 minutes of clip. Oh, that's a lot of fucking about.
That was recorded 54 minutes.
54 minutes. We've done a lot of mucking about with these. They basically work now. They look like they work, that's the main thing. The bonnet doesn't lift up, but it does make some nasty clattering. If anybody knows how to fix that, if anybody is willing to come and fix that, when it's not 11 p.m, then don't come and see us. We'll do it by ourselves. Thanks. All right.
Don't be coming here.
Yeah, don't come here. This is just where we are. Not you.
You're on the internet.
Stay home on your internet. Crap video because I got distracted. But the car, I've got the front end fully mounted up now. This is probably the first time the internet's seen it with its front end all the way on. Aero catchers came out pretty good in the end, and I've managed to get them lined up quite well. The bonnet doesn't move, which is good. That's what we need. A little bit of movement on that side, but nothing that I'm worried about. Overall, job well done. But we do now have another issue that I'm not quite sure where it's come from. So when we start the car up, the first thing you'll notice if you've BDI'd, the coolant temperature gauge through the roof immediately, even though there's no temp in it. The car is showing no fuel, no oil pressure, and no rev counter, no dial for the revs. But we do know that there is oil pressure. We know that the coolant is not red hot, and we know that there's revs. So there's definitely a wiring issue somewhere amongst it. I'll have pinched something or knocked something when I was putting the dashboard back in, I would think. So that will be a job for another day. Probably a really bitty video this, because I filmed it over about 3 or 4 days. I've not really accomplished anything major. But on to the next one, we keep going.